everybody, this is Yael from Yael Alchemy, and I'm here to bring you the message of the Divine Masculine for his beloved for the week of April 30 to May 6. Okay, I know I asked a favor from you last week in liking and commenting on the video. Thank you so much for all your comments, your likes, and shares even. I truly appreciate it. I was planning to reply, but I'm like a whirlwind. And it's not a matter of desire to do so, but really know that I'm deeply appreciative of you helping me get this message out to other twin flames, especially those belonging to the next wave who are just now awakening. I truly appreciate your effort in helping me disseminate this message. Okay, so anyway, I've already prayed over the cards and shuffled them. There was a commenter that asked why my cards are laid out already. Well, just FYI, when I pray over the cards, I like concentrating and really connecting to my guides, which is usually why the messages that they give are spot on, okay? And instead of doing the pattern, that's why you have to watch through several minutes of my opening statement. But at least I'm focused on you. It's part. I do have ADHD, and this is how I manage. You cope with what you're doing at the present moment. So there. Anyway, and it's really for the best because it takes a time out for really connecting. Instead of connecting with the audience during the time that you're asking for help, you connect with the guides. Because that is the best way that you can help when you give clear messages. Okay, so anyway, at the bottom of the deck we have here, and this would be the energies of the Divine Masculine, we have here the Six of Coins. And what this is telling me is that the Divine Masculines right now, because this is Pentacles, okay, so it pertains to the physical level of the Divine Masculines, and right now they're very they're aware that there is an imbalance. Okay, here when we have the Six of Coins, somebody usually gives more, somebody needs more, so there is a need excuse me, there is a need to balance that out. This could be generosity on the part of the Divine Feminine, and the Divine Masculine recognizing that he has been on the receiving end all this time, or vice versa. And the next card here is the Hermit. And see, this is the wisdom about it. So if you watch a Twin Flame Weekly video, I talk about introspection in order to reconcile what they're going through right now with a focus on what they have done in the past. And so these cards, look at this, that's why you have the Hermit there, because number one, the Divine Masculine is doing this alone. Number two, he's gaining wisdom from his inner journey. I mean, his journey inside himself, and asking what makes him tick, why is he the way he is right now. And the next card we have here is the Knight of Cups. And look, when he's doing this journey, his heart is leading the way. This is as opposed to before his awakening, wherein it was very thought-oriented. If it didn't make sense to him, that was it. Okay, that was the end of the conversation, because logically it didn't make sense to him. But now, because he's tapped into his inner Divine Feminine, that aspect of himself, he's allowing himself not only to be more vulnerable, but he's actually listening to what he truly feels. Okay, and then here we have the Three of Wands, and this is looking out towards the future. So this is not a futile exercise for the divine masculines and going inside, because he's doing this so that he won't repeat the same mistakes. His life will be better. He'll have more learned and more conscious choices, because right now divine masculines, they're taking back their power into co-creating, into what he really wants, okay, versus what he is expected to do. And that's it. He's just 7 of Wands here, position of defense. So everything else that's extraneous, that gets put on the back burner for now, because he recognizes that this is an important journey for him to make. Okay, as for his message to the divine feminines, I'm going to open all the cards first. Still being guided to use 7 cards, okay? Without clarifying cards, I guess that's going to change when I get the cue from that the layout is going to change, okay? First card, we have the 3 of Coins. Then we have the Devil card. Then we have the 5 of Cups. Then we have the 4 of Cups. Then we have the Death card. Then we have the 8 of Wands. And then the Ace of Swords. I'm very glad to see this Ace of Swords here at the ending of the spread, because look, that cements this wisdom that he's getting from this journey alone, okay? The solitary journey, rather. He's not really doing it alone, because you're there with him. You're helping him energetically the best way that you can. Okay, look at this. First card, Divine Masculine, telling his beloved that he is still hard at work, trying to create the 3rd energy, okay? So what he's doing now, this is in alignment with the divine blueprint, okay? That goes 2 ways, remember? And always remember this, because your divine blueprint, your mission here as a twin flame that is incarnated is twofold. One for the planet and one for your twin flame in coming into union in the physical, okay? Of course, that includes everybody else in your soul group that you have influence over. But in any case, Divine Masculine is, he's on it, okay? The next card that he has, this is the Devil card. And here, he's, in order for this, that would be the 3rd energy, to be fully ripe, here, he recognizes that he has to let go of these bonds, these attachments, these are undue attachments, or how do you say it? Whether that's addiction, whether that's codependency, whether that's still being greatly influenced by societal norms, if you could call it that. Here, this is recognizing how all these things, he doesn't have true freedom because of these attachments, and that's really hindering him from being the light that he is, and really fulfilling his destiny also as a light worker, okay? And because here you can see all the elements here, they're being manipulated by this man that is representative of the devil. And here, Divine Masculine sitting atop the hourglass, really saying, stop, time is running out. He recognizes that, okay? That he needs to let go of these attachments. And then we have the 5 of Cups here. And this is recognizing the disappointment that he's caused because of his attachments, okay? And this is regret, this is wasted opportunities, things that could have been, you know, the coulda, woulda, shoulda, that they're now tapping into because they're using their heart now to navigate, okay? And here we have the Four of Cups. And in his introspection of the things that are holding him back, we have here the Four of Cups. And this is here, you see this man, and he's gazing longingly at the fourth cup here, which has an aura. This, it's like a Christed aura. If you are Catholic, you or even Orthodox, okay, and you're familiar with the saints, you can see that they're always depicted with this golden halo around them. And that golden halo, and if you can see auras, you can actually see it with people who are pure of heart, okay, that they emanate this sort of golden glow, and you immediately feel that there is a certain awe and respect because you know you are talking to somebody of a higher vibration. And here this cup is surrounded by that halo, and that would represent the relationship that he wants, okay, and not the relationship that he has gone through before that was really, for lack of a better word, misguided, okay. But again, in the grand scheme of things, that would be understandable because when you're not yet awakened to your twin flame ascension journey, even on a gut level, you just go through life. You have intentions, but there is no acknowledgement of and no focus on the growth of the soul. So anyway, there it is, and this is very good that this is in the middle, because together with this longing is the longing for this transformation brought on by the Death card. Okay, he wants things to change because this is not working for him anymore. And this is a card of change within him. You can see here the white rose, and this symbolizes, and the white rose, you can see here, it has grown out of the compost, it has grown out of the rotting leaves, and the spider here represents destiny, scorpion representing death, and you see there is an energy of movement here with the rider. And so this is what he's moving towards, the growth from the ashes, okay. In the other decks, that would be representative of the Phoenix card, but it's really there. It's the same way that you use, in a practical manner, you use compost or as fertilizer, because from something that is waste, remember, what has been wasted because of all these attachments and all that, something new can grow. Something infinitely more beautiful than these things that have just rotted and disintegrated. Okay? And he's doing that. Eight of Wands. This is very fast. And this is, you can see here, this Centaurian. And he's got an arrow. And all the wands are standing upright. And this is where the energies right now come in. I did mention in the Twin Flame Weekly video that if you followed my Facebook page, I did post a video of the leader of North Korea, Kim Jong-il. I think. I should really confirm that because I get confused with Kim Jong-un, Kim Jong-il. Okay, crossing over to South Korea. And that was such a beautiful, beautiful thing because it is, it is really how all the work that we've done has been manifesting on a physical level. It has been building up, and now you see results. Of course, we still don't know. There's still going to be talks, roundtable discussions and all that on policy. But the good thing is, you can see, because the North Korea before was very representative of the unawakened divine masculine, very rigid, very strict, very exclusionary, closed, right? But now, opening up, seeing what else is there, seeing how they can work with what they are familiar with, just like the divine masculines, and seeing how to expand that. So this is an energy of expansion, being supported by the divine, the light codes that we have been receiving since spring. See, all the crystals here are lit, and they're pointed downwards, because we're bringing that down. And the reason that the divine masculine is so adamant to bring this down, to herald this transformation, is, like I said, this Ace of Swords. I do like this card here at the end of the spread, because the Ace of Swords, this is coming into his own truth. And when he gets that, when he has full acceptance of this truth, then things are going to flow easier, because that is going to be his barometer. Okay, well, not really barometer, but what they're showing me is a lighthouse. You know, when a ship, lighthouse, right now they're just, a lot of them have been designated as tourist spots, and but really they've served a very, very important purpose for seafarers, because when you're lost, when you're out at sea and everything is dark, and the ocean is very turbulent, there are waves, and you don't know what is down there in the deep, vast ocean, because a lot of it is still unexplored. It's very scary. And when you're trying to find your way and you see the beacon, you see the lighthouse, that becomes your point, your destination. You said it, that you're going to head towards the lighthouse. And that is akin to what this Ace of Swords is saying, the divine masculine. This is coming into his own authenticity, being guided by that in moving forward. Okay, so there, the message of the divine masculines, very nice. You have to take this in relation to the Twin Flame weekly reading. So if you haven't watched that, please do so. And for those whose divine masculines are still stuck here, remember, before they get to this recognition and longing, it's very important that they become clear. If they get stuck in either of these energies, that's going to be very difficult and challenging for them. I did mention in the last week's video that if you need tools to help your divine masculine get out of this energetic impasse, okay? In order to move forward, then do consider the advanced RASHEEBA healing, because that includes symbols to activate divine union, symbols to what do you call that? To achieve that light path, to get on it, and to really imbibe that love of truth, that balance within him, to take away all the confusion. So do consider that, okay? The advanced RASHEEBA. So there. So that's what I have for you this week. Please remember that if you find benefit in this reading, please leave a comment, leave a like. It costs you nothing and it will be truly appreciated. And because of YouTube's algorithm, it's going to help other people find this message more and help them in their twin flame ascension journey. Okay, take care everyone. Bye.